So today we are going to have a very interesting journey on the design thinking concepts, how it is used in youth programming. So as we know that in programming, it is building a lot of features like classes, objects, inheritance, polymorphism, exception handling, multi-threading. But each and every feature has its unique syntax and it has its own differences. And how the design thinking, it is being incorporated in the form of programming. And finally, how this particular logical thinking, it is used to learn by us or machines and head-ons. So this objective of this too. So I want to initially someone to speak about multi-level inheritance and multiple inheritance, how it is being differed and how it is operating in the same thing.
So the definition of multiple inheritance. Please in the last video comprehension of multiple chances. So for example, video means numbers multi-level display. This means simulation of unfolding one of the frame share the rate of multiple buffer of like code visibility and avoid definition of function across different tasks. So now the multiple inheritance same as to different relationship like grandfather to Maxal Paul, son. Common in real world modeling, example, normal dog. For example, usually flammable and lightweight. Plus an extended layer by. That's all.
Good, very nicely explained the differences. Now, I want someone to speak about the polymorphism. Say how the polymorphism is differed in the runtime polymorphism and command time polymorphism, method overloading and method overriding. Can you explain the difference and applications?
So, polymorphisms of the by the other polymorphism. Method overloading and the two types of the two types of differentiation in any kinds of case. One of the that is method overloading. Like method overloading happens within the same class when we define multiple method with the same name but different parameters. For example, we using a calculator, we use many kind of parameters like addition, subtraction, addition, but numbers are same, but integer of that methods is a little bit different. For detailed explanation for method overloading, some make a payment and pay tax like a Google Pay. Multiple ways to we pay amount, but as a person is the same, money is same, but we can pay amount in the different ways like amount like scanning a QR, putting a number, UPI, etc. This kind of is a method overloading. But method overloading occurs between two classes, a parent or child class. When the child provides his own implementation of a method already defined in the parent class. For example, for a detailed explanation, think about different vehicles. There are a lot of vehicles like bikes, cars, or buses, trains, like various transport. But transport should plant in particular places. For example, bikes and buses are traveled in the roads, but a train is a tracks and a tractor. It will not ride in a for particular things. It rides in a particular places. That's is equal to the method overloading.
That's fine, Darshil. You have made a difference with the real-time examination. You have good analyzed today. So that's fine. Enough to catch the point. And now there is an exception handling concept. It is very quite unique concept in this way. So it has its own structure like write block, catch block, go block, and finally. So can anyone explain on that?
Exception handling with the keyword and without. So keyword facing the manually raises sets exception. Without go, the JVM automatically raises the exception. So to use the control to the exception during the graph. Without go, only built in the exception to the handle using by and tags. Without throw, you must create an exception with the objects. Without throw, exceptions like whether we zero or none on this advanced.
Good one. So finally, there is a very interesting concept, multi-thread. So multi-threading, before multi-threading, there was a single thread. So what makes this difference in threading and multi-threading in terms of definition or applications? And can anyone explain on this?
So the definition of single threading is a single thread executes only one task at a time, sir. But whereas multi-threading exclude multi-task simultaneously the same program, sir. And the single threading is easier to implement and easy to rebuild, sir. But multi-threading is more complex due to thread safety issues. And the execution flow, only one sequence of execution, only one thread is total in single thread. Whereas multi-threading, multi-sequence of execution, many threads run concurrently. We store the usage uses fewer system resources since only one thread runs. Utilize whereas multi-threading utilize more system resources because several threads share CVR.
Good, Rohan. Let's have a conclusion note on this. In all the core points of whatever you explain, we will empathize on the problem, like what problem we are going to solve. Then they will find a syntax understanding. That is what definition base and design thinking. Then how did we ideate it? We use with some variables, methods, we apply some logic, or we use some control statements to test this program finally with the sample input and output, which is called up to what. And this testing is being done not with the programming comparison, also with some device or machines. So that is the final testing phase. So thus, the designing approach and the programming approach is start more or less different. Okay. Thanks very much. Very much. Thanks for joining us. That's right. Let us meet up with the new GD topic next. Thank you. And this